Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my Nomos Tetra Fidelio reference 449. This has been one of my most worn watches this past year, so I just wanted to make a short video about it, just explaining some things I like about it. So first off, let's just go over some specs. It features a stainless steel case with in-house alpha movement. It's manual wound, and the dimensions are 25 millimeters by, or 29.5 millimeters, sorry, by 29.5 millimeters. So it's a square watch, which is pretty unique. It has a height of 6.3 millimeters and a lug to lug of 40.5 millimeters. Now, Nomos watches tend to have really long lugs, and this is one of the few Nomos watches that has a pretty small lug-to-lug distance. And if you have small wrists like me, where I have 16 centimeter wrists, you have to take into consideration lug-to-lug distance because you don't want the lugs to overhang from your wrist. This watch is water resistant to 3 ATM, which basically just means it's splash proof. Even that I would be hard pressed to trust. It has rhodium plated lugs and this super gorgeous dark blue dial. It's got this like really grain, it's like a fine grain texture, and it's really gorgeous in person. I currently have the Nomos suede strap on it and the Nomos quick deployment clasp, which I bought the quick deployment clasp separately, and the suede strap is supposed to come with the watch. This, in my opinion, is a strap monster, which is why I love this watch. Basically, you can dress this up or down. You can put on their Horween leather straps to dress it up and make it a nice dress watch. And you can also put the suede strap like I did to make it more fun, playful, and casual. So the alpha movement is an in-house movement, but it's actually based on an EDA movement. But I guess they made enough modifications to it for it to be considered a in-house movement. It has 17 joules and a power reserve of up to 43 hours. In the year that I've had it, I haven't really noticed an issue with it, so that's pretty good. And you can see it's a gorgeous movement. It has beveled edges, or the plates have beveled edges. You have like the blued screws. I don't know, it's not focusing. It's signed right here, and there's a small seconds hand on the dial. This dial is just so clean, it's so minimal, and I think it's super classy. The finishing on this is a full mirror finish, so it will pick up scratches super easily, and you can see I've acquired a fair share of scratches. I'm not sure why it's not focusing. So I've acquired my fair share of scratches here, and that's just inevitable. Like, that will happen on any full polished case. I just really love this watch. I think it's such a modern looking watch, and it's also so unique. Like, you don't see many like square shaped watches out there, and this is a perfect square. Let me put on my wrist here so you can see how it wears. I think this is great for basically any size wrist, unless you have like a massive wrist, then this might look a bit odd, but on my 16 centimeter wrist, you can see I think it is perfect. And you could, I would assume it would look good all the way up to like maybe a 7.5 inch wrist. Even though it's a 29.5 millimeter square, it wears more like a 35 millimeter because you have to measure the diagonal. And if it was a circle, I think it's either 35 or 36 millimeters. So yes, it's still a small watch, but not that small. They also make a ladies version, I believe. So yeah, if you're a lady and you want this watch, then there's that option for you. Cool thing about this watch, so the name Fidelio is actually named after Beethoven's only ever opera, and so that, I think that's super cool. This is part of their symphony series. So it was a series of 4 different Nomos Tetrases, all with like very fun or unique dials. There's like a green one, a purple one, this blue one, and I forgot the other one, but basically the blue one is definitely my favorite. Yeah, this is such a gorgeous watch. I don't really have anything else to say, but the quick deployment strap, I made a video on this a long time ago, and this really, I think, elevates the watch to feel like a much more expensive watch. I believe this watch it retailed for around $2,100 a couple years ago. It's discontinued, so you would have to kind of find it either new old stock or pre-owned these days. I got mine's pre-owned for a really good price, but yeah, I mean, I would highly recommend you get the quick deployment clasp that Nomos sells. It's not too expensive. I think it's less than $200. But yep, that was just a short review of the Nomos Tetra Fidelio. Thanks for watching.